Innalillahi, ya, anak berumur 11 tahun ini tanpa ada berniat terjatuh ke dalam danau yang penuh dengan piranha. Waktu dikeluarkan, keadaannya demikian mengenaskan. Anak ini diangkat sudah tak bernyawa. Yang buat lebih merinding, sisa daging yang ada pada anak ini hanya tinggal di kepalanya serta tangan kirinya. Semua sudah berupa tulang belulang. Diambil Misteri Kisah.com dari laman Elite Readers. Kamis, 25/8. Kisahnya berawal waktu sang bocah tengah liburan ke sebuah pantai di Peru, Amerika Selatan. Sang bocah berbarengan beberapa keluarganya menumpangi satu perahu untuk hanya berkeliling pantai. Tak diketahui jelas bagaimana ia dan seseorang yang lain terjatuh dan terbenam ke air. Keberuntungan juga berpihak pada seseorang keluarganya yang selamat dan sukses kembali pada perahu. Namun, nahasnya sang bocah jadi tujuan sekelompok piranha. Sudah pasti keluarga yang lihat jasad korban juga histeris dan tak menyangka bila bocah kecil itu harus wafat lewat cara yang tragis.
Ya? Ya, Pak. Boleh, boleh. Ya, Pak Eska. Ya, ¿está haciendo? Ya.
Biraz mı? Evet, gördüğünüz gibi.
Oha!
Evet, gördüğünüz gibi şöyle
Tersini çevir.
tehlikeye görelim. Tersini çevir.
Sırıyor mu, yiyor mu, ne yapıyor bu?
Ya. Wow. Evet. Evet, 3 karış. Aşağı yukarı
3 karış.
3,5 kilo.
Maşallah.
Ahmetçe makas gibi.
Yani.
Ya inan ya makas bile böyle kesmez ya.
Mark and Rob's persistent enthusiasm leads them to find the greatest sharks on Earth. This is their shark quest. The waters off the southern coast of Australia, and a shadow materializes into an awesome predator ready to catch the unwary. In a sea as vast as the Southern Ocean, the gentle sound of a petrel feeding on the surface could go unnoticed, but its rhythmic paddling acts as a beacon underwater. The vibrations send out signals clear only to those equipped with gear fine-tuned to detect these waves. Invariably, the one with the best means is a predator, and in this case, one of the most powerful of marine hunters, the great white shark. Grows over 6 meters long and reaches more than 3 tons. A streamlined body for speed and stealth. Notoriously feared as a man killer. Systematically, the great white tests the source of the signal. Surprisingly, the petrel doesn't move much. Bird brain against shark cunning. The petrel didn't stand a chance. Could a man out of a cage? A question in the back of the mind of each diver who dares to even get into a cage and face a 5-meter, 1.5-ton great white. Experienced Australian freedivers, Mark and Rob, have often wondered.
Go up there. I should have seen it, but
Bloody awesome. Got some footage.
The two formed this diving partnership several years before this great white encounter. They met in 1998 on a recreational spearfishing trip. Rob, diving charter guide and 5 times Australian spearfishing champion, has always been an underwater enthusiast and a keen adventurer at heart. While pursuing his favorite sport, he had many remarkable encounters with sharks.
I developed a great respect for sharks. I wanted to see them in a more natural state.
This inspired him to swap his spear gun for an underwater video camera, changing his favorite pastime from sportsman to cameraman. But now he needed a reliable diving partner who would dare get as close as possible to the sharks. Mark, builder by profession and fellow shark enthusiast, took the bait.
Mark and I teamed up as dive partners because we both shared a passion for adventure and a love of sharks.
My first interest in filming came after seeing sharks while we were spearfishing, trying to take our fish. Generally not showing interest in us, I wanted to bring these experiences home because telling a story, most people wouldn't believe you if you encountered large sharks and you're still here to tell the story.
Now, during all their spare time, the two new friends travel around Australia in search of the most remarkable sharks to film them in their natural environment.
Through our images, we try to tell a story that these sharks aren't the malign man-eaters that everyone thinks they are, but they are basically a large predator trying to survive in the ocean.
Their quest leads them first to southern Australia to film the most feared of all sharks, the great white.
To come face to face with the world's most feared animal. What an experience. I mean, undescribable. They're just magnificent. They're the ultimate predator, but they have a unique calmness about them.
Diving with the great white sharks from a cage was an awesome experience, coming face to face with them, but we did find it very restricting. I really wanted to get out of the cage and into the open water with them.
The small cages restrict filming opportunities. On the contrary, freediving would mean being able to follow the shark without any limitations and film close-up footage. But Australia's restrictive laws ban any diving with great whites out of a cage. So Mark and Rob fly to another continent where rules are a little more lenient. On the southern tip of Africa, a few hundred kilometers east of Cape Town, Ganas is the closest port to the marine park of Daya Island, world renowned for its healthy population of great whites. Mark and Rob chose to dive with Andre Hartmann, a man known worldwide for his great white dives out of a cage. Within an hour, the guys reached the seal colony off Daya Island, main attraction for the great whites of the area and their prime source of food. The South Africans throw a large bait into the water, a much debated practice, but nevertheless one used by all operators here to entice the sharks away from their usual prey of seals and closer to the boat. And a smelly bag of fish oil and crushed sardines known as chum greases an irresistible pathway through the current. Everything's perfect. The guys are ready for action. All they need now is a shark. And they're not disappointed. Two great whites follow the chum slick to the bait. Cautiously, one approaches the boat and gapes at the men. The great white is the only fish known to do this. Various sharks move closer to investigate the bait.
These sharks, they seem a fair bit more relaxed than the ones over in Oz, eh?
A little more slow moving, not as deliberate, are they?
The only problem is we've got up to 5 or 6 sharks here that we've seen already this morning, so just have to keep our eyes out. We'll just hang by the cage to start with and maybe wander out after that.
The two Australians are about to venture into something more risky than they've ever done before. They are psyched and ready for their first dive out of a cage with the most dangerous of sharks. Andre, the veteran in diving with these sharks, leads the way. Mark follows. And Rob brings up the rear.